Oh, I don't know. All right.
I can't take it anymore. My mind's about to go to war. I need someone to save me from myself, to hear me cry when I call out for help. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano.
All right. Now read the news. I'm going to play Wordle and I'm going to play a mini crossword. It's going to be a very short stream today. Okay. Weekend. So I'm just going to do it real quick. Kind of late today, but do it again. I didn't change my panels because my panels say I'll be on like 11 o'clock. So I do it like earlier. All right. So let's see. What we got? What we got? Oh, this is something that I wanted to read. This is definitely something that I wanted to read. This was 2 months ago, but it's popping up on social media right now. New England human remains mystery, serial killer, or just coincidence? Hey everyone, over the past few months, multiple human remains have been discovered across New England, especially in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. This has led to widespread speculation about a potential serial killer operating in the region. However, authorities have not confirmed any connections between the cases. News Radio 1190 KEX. Details of the discoveries. Here's a breakdown of the known cases. Norwalk, Connecticut, Paige Fannin, 35, was found deceased. New Haven, Connecticut, Denise Leary, 59, was discovered after being missing for several months. Foster, Rhode Island, Michelle Romano, 56, was found dead. She had also been missing for some time. Groton, Connecticut, unidentified female. Here comes the Pakistanis for the co-host. Bro, every time. Groton, Connecticut, unidentified. Brother, I just declined you. Go away. Unidentified female remains were located near Colonel Ledyard Cemetery. The woman is believed to be between 40 and 60 years old and may have had Turner syndrome. Killingly, Connecticut, unidentified remains were found. Details are limited. Plymouth, Mass. Unidentified remains were discovered. Investigations are ongoing. Springfield, Mass. An unidentified woman was found near a bike path. News Radio 1190 KEX. Westerly, Rhode Island, a human leg bone was found near Everett Avenue, close to Taylor Swift's residence. Taylor Swift lives in Rhode Island? I had no idea. In total, at least 8 sets of human remains have been found across these 3 states between March and April 2025. You know, these are all women, or mostly women. At least the identified are all women. And this was a month ago. Theories and speculations. The clustering of these discoveries has led to various theories. Serial killer hypothesis. Some believe a serial killer is operating across state lines, targeting women aged between 20 and 60. Coincidental findings. Others argue that the discoveries are unrelated and coincidental, especially given the varying conditions and locations of the remains. Historical connections. Jane Borski, a survivor of the Connecticut River Valley serial killer from the 1980s. I didn't even know New England had like serial killers, has urged the public to remain vigilant, drawing parallels between past and present events. Online communities have been actively discussing these cases, with some Facebook groups dedicated to the topic amassing over 65,000 members. There is no confirmed evidence linking the cases. Investigations are ongoing, and each case is being treated individually. The public should avoid speculation that could hinder official investigations. Conclusion. While the series of discoveries is unsettling, it's essential to rely on verified information and allow law enforcement to conduct thorough investigation. Speculation without evidence can be harmful and may impede justice for the victims and their families. Note, this summary is based on available information as of May 2025. Details may evolve as investigations progress. Okay, let me go see if what is Google saying. Boston serial killer. Why is this? No. Bro. 1960 what? No, what's happening right now? Like I want something that's recent. This I can't find any recent. June 14th. They're all like at least a month ago. Like there's nothing that's 13 victims found in a 70-mile radius in New England. This is 2 months ago, but I feel like there's more there. So who's Albert DeSalvo? Who's Albert DeSalvo? Oh, I thought this was the clown. This guy. This picture was of the clown guy. Long Island. What is this? In Boston, December. Interesting. Okay. But why is there no news about online April 18, 2025? There's no news about this. Uh Happening in wait. I read something. Okay, recent discoveries of human remains in New England have sparked discussions about potential serial killings, though investigations are ongoing at Northeastern University. Researchers say evidence doesn't definitely confirm a serial killer pattern. Remains were found in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. While one murder in Connecticut has been linked to a roommate, police have found no evidence connected to the other unresolved cases. Several police departments in New England are investigating discoveries of human remains. See, this is one of those like, I mean, we don't know what happened. They could be linked, they could not be linked. This is also like, it's just because one case is linked to someone's roommate doesn't mean the other cases are not linked. And I think a lot of them are happening with inside a, what do you call it? Like walking trails. I think there's quite a few, or at least a couple of them that I read. Don't quote me on this, but a couple of them that happened in on a walking trail. So that's kind of eerie too. Criminology experts say the lack of commonalities in the victims' profiles, age, sex, race, physical. I thought it was mostly women. Thank you, Finlay Summer. Um, my name is Sam on Discord. Some of the deaths may not be the result of a murder based on the available evidence. One individual has been charged with murder in connection with the death of a roommate who was dismembered. Remains were found in a suitcase. Connecticut State Police have stated there is no evidence to connect the Connecticut murder case with the other unresolved case or deaths in the region. Okay. There was a deep cord body found. Right, this was today, I think. This was 2 days ago. Boston police investigating after body pulled from water near Seaport. The Suffolk County District Attorney's Office said the woman's body showed no initial signs of trauma. An investigation is underway after a body was found in the water near the Seaport Thursday morning, Boston police said. Officers responded to the area. I hate paywalls. Oh, I can just cancel it. Okay. And an investigation is underway after a body was found in the water near the Seaport Thursday morning. Boston police said officers responded to the area of 20 Seaport Boulevard shortly after 8 a.m. And Seaport is like a affluent neighborhood, and it's pretty. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying crimes don't occur in affluent neighborhoods, but this should be big news. And found a woman's body in the water. A Boston Police Department spokesperson said she was pronounced dead at the scene and her name and age were not immediately available. Police have found no obvious signs of foul play so far, according to the foul. Oh, so she tried to off herself, or maybe it was an accident. But homicide detectives were called to the scene to investigate and help determine the woman's identity. The Suffolk County District Attorney's Office said the body showed no initial signs of trauma. The woman was found near a heavily trafficked area of the Seaport that is home to iconic seafood shack, the Barking Crab. Another local seafood stalwart, James Hook and Co., is located just across the Fort Point Channel. What? How is that relevant? Just because it's busy? I don't know. I don't know. So far, let me just how many bodies have been found on a trail in New England so far? Okay, let's see. In recent months, there have been reports of numerous bodies found across New England, with some of them discovered in wooded areas or near trails. As of early June 2025, at least 13 bodies had been found across Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Maine, many in remote or wooded areas. Reports also indicated that several of the bodies were found in coastal towns. Gloucester. One body identified as Michelle Romano was found in a wooded area in Foster, Rhode Island after she had been missing since August 2024. Where is she from? She was missing for almost a year. While there are strong public concerns about the possibility of a serial killer operating in the region, law enforcement agencies have stated they haven't found evidence connecting the deaths. Some investigations still in their early stages. Okay. I don't want to fearmonger, but it is scary though. All right, let's look at the news. Los Angeles, several critically injured after a vehicle driven into crowd. Emergency services. What? Where is this? At least 20 people have been injured after a vehicle drove into a crowd on Santa Monica Boulevard in Los Angeles. 7 people have been critically injured, 6 are seriously injured, and 10 are in a fair condition. The Los Angeles Fire Department said paramedics discovered that one of the patients had a bullet wound. What? How? LAFD Captain Adam Van Jerpen said this is under police investigation. He said before adding this will be a large investigation with the LAPD. The incident happened at 2 local time 9 GMT in East Hollywood, and the LAFD said 124 fire personnel helped at the scene. Pictures from the incident show a gray car on a pavement with debris strewn on the ground and a large police presence. The location of the incident given by the LAFD is near a music venue. It's not currently clear what caused the vehicle to drive into the crowd. The people affected have all been taken to hospitals or trauma centers, Captain Van Gerpen told reporters at the scene. He said that the majority of those in the crowd were women waiting to go into a nightclub. It was a very chaotic scene, adding that a lot of bystanders by the club came out to help people. So who did that? How do they not know? Like, if someone drove into the crowd, they would know exactly who was in that car. Several critically injured. I read that. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron plays on leave after video at Coldplay concert exposed alleged affair. He's going to lose a lot, by the way, because he's going to lose his marriage is done, but it was probably done anyway. But he's going to lose like his good percent, at least 50% of his net worth. Is going to not lose his kids, but definitely, I think the kids are probably going to stay with the mom. I wonder what the judgment will be for the woman who cheated with him, because she's married too. So I wonder if she will lose. No. It's the alimony is separate. But I think it depends if her husband makes more money, right? Man dies after being pulled into MRI machine while wearing metal chain. Oh, well, why don't you take it off? Don't they ask you to take it off right before getting in? I don't think it's even the machine. It's even the machine. I think it's like before even like entering the room, they ask you to take it off. Fashion tech executive arrested for alleged 300 million fraud. What is going on? What is this? What is this? I'm not playing this. Hold on. No. Christine Hunsicker. Bro, I said no. Christine Hunsicker, the founder of clothing rental company Castle, was arrested Friday on federal fraud charges accusing her of cheating investors out of 300 million. Federal prosecutors of the Southern District of New York said that Hunziker misrepresented Castle's financial performance to investors, allegedly making false revenue projections of hundreds of millions of dollars and falsely claiming to have hundreds of millions of dollars in cash on hand, when in truth, according to prosecutors, the company was nearing collapse. Christine Hunziker defrauded investors of hundreds of millions of dollars through document forgery, fabricated audits, and material misrepresentation about her company's financial health. The indictment also alleges that Hunziker continues her fraudulent activities and attempted to raise new capital even after Castle's board removed her as chair and prohibited her from soliciting investments. Well, she's founder. Yeah, she was a founder. Gwynnie B. Christine Hunziker. Fashion startup. Wow. Oh, she was on Project Runway, so she was definitely like big shot. Although Ms. Hunziker has been fully cooperative and transparent with both the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and the SEC, they nonetheless have chosen to present to the public an incomplete and very distorted picture in today's indictment. There is much more to the story, and we look forward to telling it," said a statement Friday from Hunziker's attorneys Michael Levi and Anna Skotko. Hunziker, 48, resigned in April after Castle's board accused her of impropriety, and civil lawsuits accused her and the company of elaborate fraud. The company, formerly known as Guinea Bee, filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in June. Hunziker surrendered to authorities Friday morning and was expected to appear in federal court Friday afternoon, according to the announcement. The indictment is a startling development for a once celebrated executive who previously boasted of partnering with Ralph Lauren and Taylor, Banana Republic, and other major brands to offer consumers rental services. Also, they can rent the clothes and like give it back. Is that even like? I bet it'll be lucrative because people always want to wear, especially when they go to like functions. They go to like events and stuff. They would like to wear good clothes. So branded clothes. I mean, most clothes are good. The indictment charges Hunziker with 1 count of wire fraud, 2 counts of securities fraud, and 1 count of money laundering, each of which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. Each? Bro, 60 years? Well, I'm sure, I don't know, I'm sure they'll do like, served consecutively. She's also charged with 1 count of making false statements to a financial institution, which carries a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison, and aggravated identity theft, which carries a mandatory sentence of 2 years in prison. Bro, I'm telling you, some of these white-collar crimes will get you like really serious sentences. You don't want to mess around with that. But then again, rich people a lot of times can also get away with it if they have good lawyers. I'm not saying they don't get, I mean, there might be judges who make an example out of them, but if they have good lawyers and they know the ins and outs of the legal system, they can get away from it, or at least get the sentence reduced considerably. EPA says it will eliminate its scientific research arm. When deadlines pass, be ready. What the? EPA say? Science bad, hurts my head, don't understand, must smash the USA speedrunning to the dark ages. Tell me how EPA, the decision comes after Supreme Court ruling allowing the Trump administration to slash the federal workforce and dismantle agencies. The Environmental Protection Agency said on Friday that it would eliminate its scientific research arm and begin firing hundreds of chemists, biologists, toxicologists, and other scientists after denying for months that it intended to do so. The move underscores how the Trump administration is forging ahead with efforts with efforts to slash the federal workforce and dismantle federal agencies after the Supreme Court allowed these plans to proceed. While legal challenges unfold, government scientists have been particular targets of the administration's large-scale layoffs. All right. U.S. fighter jet scrambled to Vancouver hijacking. What? I keep saying what. I say what a lot. Blast at Los Angeles Sheriff's facility kills 3 deputies. What's going on? There's a lot. You know, when you don't read the news, it feels like nothing's happening in the world. American fighter jets were scrambled towards the Vancouver airport on Tuesday as a small plane that was allegedly hijacked from Victoria flew in circles around British Columbia's largest airport. The pilot's intentions were still unclear. The F-15 Eagle jets responded from a U.S. base at approximately 1:30 p.m. while Canadian CF-18 Hornets were also in the process of responding. Air spokesperson for NORAD, the Joint North American Aerospace Defense Command, said Wednesday the U.S. fighter jets were still en route to the Canadian airport when the Cessna 172 landed. Once it was confirmed that the aircraft had landed, the NORAD response was then stood down. For reasons of operational security, NORAD does not provide specifics on alert forces or the bases and locations from which they operate. I can't provide details on numbers of NORAD aircraft involved or where they were operating from. This is the same that happened before, right? Or this is the new one? Because remember there was a guy who hijacked it. Is that the same one? Does it give a date? Approximately 1:30. July 16th. Yeah, I think this is what happened 2 days ago. The guy who hijacked it. Blast at Los Angeles Sheriff's facility. What is the Sheriff's police station? An explosion at a Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department training facility on Friday. Excuse me, killed three deputies. The sheriff said the explosion took place at the Biscayne Center Academy training in East Los Angeles. Sheriff Robert Luna said at a press conference. Luna declined to disclose details, but said the area where the explosion occurred had just been deemed safe for investigators to enter. Citing unnamed law enforcement sources reported that the blast took place when a bomb squad moved some explosive. Luna would not confirm that at the news conference. Okay. So they just made a mistake. Over a dozen arrests, including two journalists, after protests on Roebling suspension break. Roebling? Oh, Luigi Mangione, his attorney, said prosecutors wrongfully obtained his medical records. Mom of three abducted by bounty hunters in South LA charged with faking her own kidnapping. So she paid them? Okay. Travelers to the US must pay a new $250 visa integrity fee. Musk's brain implant company filed as a disadvantaged business. What? No way. Neuralink? Elon Musk's health tech company Neuralink labeled itself a small disadvantaged business in a federal filing with the U.S. Small Business Administration shortly after a financing round valued the company at $9 billion. Neuralink is developing a brain-computer interface system with an initial aim to help people with severe paralysis regain some independence. BCI technology broadly can translate a person's brain signals into commands that allow them to manipulate external technologies just by thinking. Neuralink's filing dated April 24th would have reached the SBA at a time when Musk was leading the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Musk worked to slash the size of federal agencies. Musk Watch first reported on the details of Neuralink's April filing. According to SBA's website, a designation of SDB means a company is at least 51% owned and controlled by one or more disadvantaged persons who must be socially disadvantaged and economically disadvantaged. Oh, it's like a DEI stuff. It's DEI stuff, right? It's like minority or it's disadvantaged, like, what do you call it? What's the word? Disenfranchised community this should come from. Okay, and at least 51%. And Musk was against it. Okay, and SDB designation can also help a business gain preferential access to federal procurement opportunities. The Department of Justice has previously fined companies for making false claims about the SDB status. And what's new? Rich people do rich people shit. North Korea bans foreign tourists to newly opened beach resort. North Korea, if it's South Korea, it was news. Italian YouTuber faces jail time for showing Android handhelds with emulated games. Is this the one I read? No, this is a different one. I'm telling you, these companies are bullish on their copyright, and rightfully so, it's their IP, but they will go to extreme lengths. Excuse me. They go to extreme lengths to make sure you're brought to justice, and then an example is made out of you because they don't want people to even think about doing the same thing. Other people to think about doing the same thing. Android's powered gaming handhelds, but they go beyond the usual slate of Android games by offering console emulation support. The problem is the game RMs on these devices, which are not entirely legal. Italian computer once were nerd is, learning how seriously my breakfast coming back up. Italian YouTuber once were nerd is learning how seriously some rights holders are taking game piracy after agents from the country's Guardia di Finanza showed up to confiscate his consoles. He now says the investigation could lead to criminal charges and the end of his channel. Once Were Nerd has produced YouTube content covering a plethora of gaming topics, including Android-based handheld game machines from the likes of Powkiddy and Trim UI. These devices usually run an older version of Android that has been heavily modified for gaming, featuring built-in emulation support for retro consoles like SNES, Nintendo 64, PlayStation Portable, GameCube, and more. They've become quite popular as the cost of mobile hardware has come down, making it possible to buy what is essentially an updated PSP or Game Boy Advance for $100 or less. What happened to PSP? Not the new one, but like, remember there was like a PlayStation Portable? Several critically injured after vehicle driven into crowd. Astronomer man dies. It's photographic evidence obtained of Zuckerberg cheating on his. No way. No way. Everyone cheating. This is a summer of cheating. Meta platform CEO Mark Zuckerberg is facing allegations of infidelity supported by photographic evidence. Silvestre, a senior tech executive and also the founder of VIP, claims to have direct knowledge of the situation through Zuckerberg's personal bodyguard, claims that have been verified by Business Insider, TMZ, and journals. These allegations have sparked renewed scrutiny of Zuckerberg's personal life and raised questions about how they might affect his public image and leadership of one of the world's most influential technology companies, adding to this wave of Silicon Valley controversies. The CEO of Astronomer was recently caught in an unexpected moment at a Coldplay concert. That's so stupid. It's so public. Why would you do that? Like, even if you go, just go as like, I'm not encouraging cheating, obviously, but like, it's even stupid that maybe Coldplay's music is that good. They lost their mind in the music, just listening to it, and then they started hugging and showing like PDA, further fueling media attention on tech industry leaders' personal lives. This is common in every industry, especially if there's a lot of money. I'm kind of like, let me just play Wordle and like get out of here. Okay. Okay, there's a D and a O. What's a 5-letter word? With okay, let me just do. Oh, how about? Oh, there's no O. Oh, there's the other one. O. Okay. How about radio? No, it's not radio because um. How about rodeo? I can't think. Why can't I think of any word? Rodeo, radio. I said it. I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, interesting. Interesting. It's not second though. Ah. Right on time. Right on time. All right. Back to puzzle. Oh, let me do my mini crossword. That's easy. Okay. See through. Transparent. Clear. Okay. Anybody home? Um. Anybody home? Um. Hi. Hello. Hello. Anybody home? Hello. Hello. Oh, sorry. Ah. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Winged horse of Greek myth. Oh my god. Oh my god. Not Poseidon. Not uh not a centaur. What? Oh my god. I know this. It's it's that Israeli software named after it. Oh. Huh? What is Chagas? I don't know. What is 9? Salamander known for regenerative abilities and adorable appearance. I don't know what that is. I have no fucking idea what that is. Texting format for short. TXT. TXT. What? A texting format. What? TXT? Why is this happening to me? Birthplace of Bossa Nova. Even score is that's a tie. But what's Bossa Nova? Directory abbreviation. Directory abbreviation. I don't know what that is. Gift with many interlocking pieces. That's Lego. Legos, right? Lego. No, it's not Legos. Lego. Not Legos. What is that? Here. Texting format for short. Lego. What? Why is Legos like? Is that it? Like Lego set? What's 14 directory abbreviation, bro? I don't know that. Airline whose name comes from the book of Hosea. Airline whose name comes from the book of Hosea. I don't know. I don't know that shit. Hmm. Pulling their arms might win you money. Pulling their arms might gambling. Okay. What's 9 across? Salamander known for its regenerative ability. Insect and dollies, the persistent of memory. Bro, I don't know much about I don't know much about painting. What is this? Insect and dolly. What's that on TikTok? T. Insect scene in Dolly's persistence of memory. Nat. What's 5? What's 4 down? Election loser. Election loser. I don't know. Stand-up comedian. I'm exact. Here, hello. I'm sure about this, right? D2. Anybody home? Winged horse of Greek myth. This would be a routine then. It could be set to. E. 13. What is this? 13 across insects. Not nat. Ant. Okay. What do I have? I have 9, 14, and 11. Birthplace of Bossa Nova. What is Bossa Nova? What is Bossa Nova? A style of Brazilian music derived from samba, placing more emphasis on melody and okay, so it's in Brazil. Oh, Rio de Janeiro. That's the only place. I mean, I know Brasilia too in Brazil. 14 was directory abbreviation. Metroid console. I don't know what that is. Command that uses the V key. Press 7. Control C control. Oh, like paste. Okay. Election loser. Al blah 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 blah. Airline who's I don't know what that is. Party snacks made of cereal and pretzels. Oh, Chex Mix. Chet Mix? Chex Mix, right? What the hell is this? AX Salamander known for his regenerative abilities. No. What EXT? What's EXT? Directory abbreviation. EXT. else. So what's left? Metroid Console Airline 3. Airline whose name comes from the Book of Hosea. What is Book of Hosea? Book of Hosea. Because a prophetic book in the Old Testament uses the metaphor of marriage to illustrate God's relationship with Israel. Also, Israeli Airlines. I don't know what Israeli Airlines is. Ella. I don't know what the hell. Election loser. What is it? Something else. What is ALS? I don't know. Metroid. I don't know any of those things. Okay, check. Auto check. Wait, is that all right? Here, reveal puzzle. Let's reveal it. What? Could I actually solve the mini? What is this? What is Metroid console for short? 15 NES. What is a Metroid console? Let me see. Metroid console. And Nintendo Metroid series. Oh, bro. This is the old one. I should have known this shit. This is before my time, though. Okay, what's the other one? Airline whose name comes from the Book of Hosea. Elal. It's Elal. What was it called? El Israel. Yeah, Israeli. Okay. What's the other one that I Al-Soran. What is it? 4 down. Election loser. Al-Soran. I'm gonna use this. Watch me like. Also ran, bro. A contestant, horse, etc. failing to finish among the first 3 in a race. Also ran informally to describe someone who's not successful in a competition or contest. Also ran. Oh wow. Okay. And what else? Salamander exolotl. TL. No vowels. Exolotl. No vowel in between. How do you say this shit?
Axolotl.
Axolotl. The Mexican salamander that is in natural condition remain. All right.